Alright everybody, hello, welcome back to VR Master League, where we've got for you another game, our second one this back-to-back. Appreciation to these teams for waiting a little bit, just briefly delayed, and glad to be able to stream them. We've got a bunch of baby ducks and the round table coming in here on the stream, and on the cast you got me, I'm Paladore, and you got him, that's PamWow. See, I didn't lie to you, he's joining us after all, and good to have PamWow on the cast. How's it going?
Yeah, good to be here. I'm going very well. I'm going very excited for this match. Both teams been performing reasonably well, exceptionally well within this season and within these previous few weeks here. So great to see how these two teams will do against each other as we head into the first round now. And yeah, we'll be a bunch of baby ducks taking that disc and looking to send it.
All right, well, Tyrant's being stunned, and immediately going to be flung into the mid zone where it's taken back by Southpaw. Southpaw heading up to the sky. Hits the wrong cloud, however, so it goes back to Crystal Sun. And there you go, the sun through the clouds even, as it gets collected by Flap.
He aimed for the sky, he got the sun. And now Jade Mitchell, however you pronounce it, went for an aggressive play, but the reset coming there from the round table. And now looking to counter-attack here with that pass there. Nice, brilliant passes coming here actually from the team of the round table now. And that unfortunate bounce going to make its way. They went to carry that disc through the shield there. The save there coming from Jade. Interesting plays coming from both sides of from both teams here. Unfortunately, a few unlucky bounces there for the team of the round table. They did go for that aggressive play there. And then a bunch of baby ducks went for that recovery, did grab that disc, but the shield gonna disable that play there and actually kind of left that disc into a bit of a dangerous territory there. But thankful for Jade Michael there with that save, and now looking to find yet another play here.
All right, well, a lot of brawls, if nothing else, going on in the midfield as they do recover. Southpaw once more. So still locked here at 0 apiece. That's gonna fly to Crystal Sun. Might have had a moment to hold on to it, but I think maybe thought the teammates, were the enemies, so didn't communicate that perhaps, as they will, in fact, force this shot now. But there is a goalie there, so almost a lucky thing that it bounced back towards Jade. Jade right back on the handoff, but gonna be picked off by Southpaw, and right back off the cloud again, top lane and into the bubble. So 2 minutes in, still scoreless, and you're seeing one of those situations where I think both teams just trying to get their rhythm, trying to get a Dusty, in fact, but does lose the disc instead. So there it is, the first goal. Silver Pony, giddy up.
What a play there from Silver, constantly maintaining that pressure on a bunch of baby ducks, and it pays off in the end. Call it silver, call it gold. Those few points will pay the toll. 2 points to the round table, and a good luck coming there from Tyler in the chat. Always great to see, and good luck to whatever the reason is why these teams have paused now. Perhaps a player might need to drop out for a few seconds here, but we might be heading back into Echo overtime.
A little early for that, I feel like, compared to usual, but yeah, it's timeout here rather straight away. I mean, looking like maybe a ping spike issue I saw there. I'm not certain on what the situation was. I mean, all the players still in this game, and now it looks like they are on pausing, so whatever it was, whatever the rhyme or the reason, we're back into this with the first goal going round table's way, and yeah, okay, not too bad on the delays this time, so I can work with that.
Just had to take a bit of time to pause there after they realized, hey, hang on a minute, Silver Pony just soloed that man and found a few points all on his lonesome, and they needed to kind of take a few moments to comprehend that fact. But it's a bunch of baby ducks now looking to retaliate here. They do have the possession. Crystal Sun sending it over to the left. They do have 2 players kind of in the relatively similar area, and a great pass there towards the right. Crystal Sun looking to send it in, and indeed he will. 2 points to baby ducks, evening up the scores. Great passing there coming from their team.
Yeah, and just like that, right back to a tie. So now finding some good rhythm, it would seem. Maybe all they needed was that brief timeout. They just had to say, hey guys, let's execute better, and then they did. I don't know. Whatever the reason, though, they got Silver Pony now on the joust for the round table here on offense, as they try and get past this stack at midline. They have Tyrant and Jade, who just stay linked together just enough to at least get to the bubble again. But that said, the shot attempt just kind of being forced in there was essentially a 1v4, so not great odds for them, but they will try and take advantage now on a pass as the defense does sail out of the bubble, but instead Crystal Sun getting it back, and that's a really nice clear actually down the blue zone. However, there is a goalie, but just left, and also just right was that shot on the goal post as it sails back to the wedge.
Yeah, great follow-up there coming from Baby Ducks. The regrabs were there, unfortunately unable to find it immediately, but they are looking to find it eventually with that steal coming there. And now the pass towards the left, not going to make its way to the teammate at first, but the stun will come in handy from Flatman. And now Flatman sending over to the right. It will be Jade. Jade sending it in for 2 points. And now taking the lead, Baby Ducks. Great passing there coming from the team. And although a few awkward bounces there, did make its way in the end. So yeah, great plays across the board there from Baby Ducks.
Yeah, for sure. Just didn't give up on the play and got what they wanted in the end. So as the launch out here again for a Silver Pony QBing and round table, seeing if they can react much like they did before and just try and work their offense in. And unfortunately, those just Tyrant once again now with another turnover being caused against the round table. So with that, trying to find that pass, an awkward bounce. And again, they got to be careful with some of these clears because they do have muted winters there kind of hanging deep in the back line. So definitely got to prioritize the passes over some of these clears at points.
Did like that reset play there coming from Baby Ducks, though. The communication you could definitely tell was there. Immediately knew he had a player on him and definitely went for that reset there. However, will it work for them as Southpaw Nerd in a 1v3 situation did go for the shot, getting stunned out in the end now, and it will be Baby Ducks with possession in the end, looking for that clear through the right tunnel. Good pass there to Jade, and great reset there coming from Baby Ducks now. Pass yet again. It's a 1-2 situation here, and now Tyrant with the disc. Getting a hold of it, does have some time and is aware of this fact and does have the regrabs coming in on the left side off the nest. It will be the Crystal Sun looking to find a few points. Good reset there, back to onto the left shoulder, back towards the shield. The pass definitely was there, but the possession wasn't, and now quickly grabbing back onto that rebound there, sending it back up towards that nest section, and Tyrant now with the disc, looking to send it right back into that bubble there. Does have a player inside, might go for it. However, it will reset that back to the bow tie, taking it a bit slow there. Does have a player on the off of Pac-Man. He will be Tyrant now. Tyrant did go for the pass, getting stunned out. However, South Park will trade for that, and trade indeed, finding that disc. A-Hat sending that disc through the left tunnel and looking to follow up.
And you see, aside of the fact that they're getting back fast for Baby Ducks on a lot of these possessions, one of the things you'll notice is when they're going on the offense here, even though they weren't successful in that play, they still had a lot of players surrounding the bubble. They were trying to give themselves passing options, whereas on the side of the round table, they've taken a couple of these dives into the goal. Like I said, 1v3, 1v4. Right now, another score from Jade, and that'll give them a 4-point lead. But I think that's the big difference maker, is that even though if the passes are off, just the fact that they have for Baby Ducks a lot of teammates in the area, they're able to get these recoveries and they're able to have a higher percent chance of converging on a goal.
Exactly, and just also looking in the chat there, who won between Go and Chimera? If you missed it, great game. That was Go that took it away. So thank you for J-Train for also putting that there in the chat. And thank you for the Crystal Sun putting it in the goals there. 2 points going to Baby Ducks, and almost an immediate turnaround from back and forth trades. Baby Ducks have taken a strong lead here in the later half of this first round, looking to seal it off.
Yeah, that they have. So putting in some scores really efficiently, and now going back to the offense. Need to be careful. That's going to be a deep clear. That's going to be snagged back. So credit to their stack for being there. And a quick grab from Southpaw, sending it high. But again, there is the stack returning for Baby Ducks on defense. But just miscue because Southpaw once again. And that is a big three from 19 meters deep. That was a really good shot to put them back within 3 from Southpaw. His hands all over that disc in the midfield.
Roundtable they've definitely utilized a lot of pressure in terms of just sending one player out to pressure that disc, although it can definitely lead to a lot of a disadvantageous situation, such as just a mere pass around that player and suddenly it becomes a 4v3. It has worked, however, in a few circumstances here for the Roundtable. They've just stolen the disc in a lot of difficult situations and just found those points, and it's those points that might just bring themselves back into this round here. Only a 3-point difference here. The Roundtable definitely looking to respond here. It will be Baby Ducks with the possession, however, Flatman 0 sending it down to Jade. Jade crossing it, but the interception there from A-Hat, brilliant interception there, cutting off that pass and looking to send it back into the side of Baby Ducks. It's only a 3-point difference here, so the round table definitely aware of this, looking to respond quickly through that midsection clear. The pass not going to make its way, however, and the Crystal Sun trying to send it back through that midsection. Will it work? The pass evading many members of the round table. Now a one-on-one situation, slowly converting into a 1v4 as the team members of the round table converge all around the members of Baby Ducks now. And the reset potentially not going to work out.
I was trying to go for the behind the back reset, it seemed like, but those are the kind of things that, let's see if they get punished for it. I mean, what I call unforced turnovers, right? Kind of go for the extra added pizzazz, but now you gave a chance here for the round table to potentially bring it within a 1 or tie it up if they can get a 3. So that can be bad news for them. Let's see how they capitalize. Southpaw trying to distribute down below, but his teammate was really contested. That said, they get the goal, and Southpaw showing that he's in it to win it, or at least to try his dang best, as they do bring it within 1, and still half a minute left. Let's see. It is very close and much closer than the Ducks may want.
Yeah, I mean, even if you could notice there in that play, I mean, Muted Winters constantly in that goals there, staying back, playing defensive. Although many would recommend staying in that midsection in order to find that clear, that desperate clear coming from the opposing team. It definitely did work out for the round table. I mean, they must be very confident in their offensive skills, and it did pay out in the end, so props to that play. But with 4 seconds left on the clock, they might need to go for any play here, as the round table aren't able to do it in time. 1 point to the difference here. Baby Ducks taking it away in the first round, and what a close round indeed. I'm loving the plays coming from both teams in general here. Baby Ducks have done so well in terms of passing, in the round table just finding that pressure in so many situations where it didn't seem possible that they could grab the disc. They just found it in the end, and wow, they definitely did capitalize off many of those plays there. But in the end, Baby Ducks taking it away within that first round, and now looking to do the same in the second. Round table looking to respond, and yeah, a close round indeed there from Tyler.
Yeah, and Wonder also stopping by the chat there. What's up? J-Train, trespassing. Hello to all you guys. Hope you're having a good evening here. Pally and Pamwow on the cast. Over here on Channel 3 and over on Channel 1 as well. You got matches now and later happening. So, been good, been fun. And as you were saying, Pam, I think, credit to the round table. And I was saying that I think they had a hard time, especially in the early parts, getting some spacing on offense and, getting the passes on the offense and spacing right for that. But to their full credit, on the defensive end of things, they were spacing pretty well at late. That's how they got a lot of those turnovers, because they were in the right place in the correct lanes to kind of read some of those passes and cause some turnovers, against the side of Baby Ducks. So I think if they could translate that, that kind of spacing, they obviously have the right ideas. They just need to, if they get some offense going, bring it into the front line, because a lot of their shots were kind of off scrambled defense and open goals there, again from Southpaw. So I think a much better start here if they can just get some, again, the positioning, the passes, and not rely as much on those. We could very well be looking at the round table taking this round by the end of it, but we shall see.
I mean, exactly what you've just said here. I mean, speaking of transitioning into the offensive here, the round table had the disc. Momentarily, they're getting stunned out, however, but finding the rebound in the end. Silver Pony now taking the time to find a potential pass there through to the left, evading the player of Baby Ducks. However, it will be Baby Ducks in the end finding that disc first and finding that slap clear through the midsection. However, might not work out for them. Oh, the round table definitely went for a bit of a risky backward slap there. Did fall into the hands of Baby Ducks in the end, and Tyrant now with the disc, sending it over to the left. It will be Jade back to Tyrant. Great passes here coming from Baby Ducks, sending it through that right section, and it will be Flatman resetting it back towards that left tunnel. Oh, but it is a very dangerous position for that disc to be in, because the regrabs are on their way from the round table, looking to pressure that disc, that the round table have been doing very well in these circumstances in terms of finding that pressure and finding that disc. However, it will be Baby Ducks taking a hold of that disc and sending it through that midsection in the end, but Silver Pony now.
Yeah, so Silver Pony with that disc sending it over to Southpaw. So Southpaw been doing some good work on offense, but didn't have any options, unfortunately, there. So Crystal the Crystal Stun from Crystal Sun, sending it now to Jade. And I think positioning has already been better for round tables, as they do have that deep backliner. Muted Winters getting it out there. I think next step, even just dragging out that goalie at least into the midfield once they're on the orange side. Give them a back option that isn't so far back that it's only a clear that gets the job done, as they go for a play on the goal. Southpaw not making it the best of it that time, but still a good attempt as the defense collects and slaps it back towards mid.
Yeah, Southpaw definitely went for that backboard shot there. Unfortunately, barely missing that bounce there. However, they do have the turnaround here, and it will be A-Hat with the disc now, clearing it towards the left. Southpaw Nerd looking for yet another shot on goal, getting stunned, however, from Jade. And it will still be the round table with the disc in the end. However, the stun, the plays there coming from Baby Duck, sending it back through that right section and looking to potentially follow up here, but the regrabs will be there, coming there first from the team of the round table, taking it nice and easy here in their defensive region, looking for that forcing that clear through that right tunnel. Had many players attempting to stop that clear actually from Baby Ducks. However, they will actually find it in the end. So forcing that clear through that right tunnel definitely working out in favor for them, and a struggle for the disc from both members of both teams there. It will work out for the round table in the end. Now A-Hat with the disc, looking to clear it towards the right. Actually, the backboard shot nearly making its way in. That was such a close shot there coming from A-Hat. However, Baby Ducks able to collect it in the end and looking to play a bit more defensively here in comparison to the first round, where I feel like it was like an all-out brawl within the first few minutes of the game. It's both teams definitely taking a bit of a more defensive approach, trying to play a bit more smart with the disc, which you can definitely respect here from both of these teams here. Now Flatman sending it back towards his teammate here, Tyrant. Tyrant does have members across the trench there. Will be passing it to Jade. Jade crossing it over to the left.
Ooh.
But the save there from Muted Winters. What a save, and clearing it through that right section. What a play there from Table.
Yeah, Muted Winters definitely loud on that save and should be proud of it. Let's see if they can take it now for some offense. They have Silver, but instead a sliver of defense gets in the way from Crystal. Crystal sending it waywards, and now will be taken at the ramp. It looks like no, actually just misplay. So instead, a pile-up going to form at this wall as they send it back to the tunnel. Flatman and Tyrant trying to link up together, but now slapping it backwards. A chance to get the defense just out of position if they press this right now, and they are trying to do just that, but taken from too far out. And it's another save being sent by Winters, but another rebound from Jade and the Ducks.
Winters just completely muting the offensive plays coming from a bunch of Baby Ducks now, but they're not giving up. Oh my lord, went for the bottom pocket, barely dinging off there, and they still have the possession here. Baby Ducks, they're definitely maintaining this pressure here on the goal. Off to the left shot, it will be Tyrant, and finally finding a few points there, taking the initial lead of this second round. If you're just joining us, Baby Ducks have taken the first round here and taking a lead within the second, and we are already halfway within the second round, so you can definitely tell how safe both teams are playing here with the disc, which you can definitely admire here in this situation. But the round table now need to look to respond, and a delayed grab of that disc is not the response that they required there. A bit of a miscommunication, perhaps a bit of maybe a barrier issue. I don't know what happened there, but they definitely need to work their way around that.
Yeah, that is tough. We actually saw that happen as well in the last match. I mean, sometimes, for better or worse, I mean, those things will happen to teams, even at Master Division. You just see it on occasion where it's so easy because of the quick resets and the spawn timers. Every now and then, you'll see those instances where, someone zigs when they should have zagged, someone doesn't grab it who was supposed to. With that said, they just got to put it behind them. They're only behind by 4. And a great passing play, but going to be cut off very well by Tyrants, and could have been nice. Still might be yet as the stuns unfold here, and trying to get the disc right back in the trap. See if they'll get it. Looks like, no. It's going to be Crystal Sun now, but a lot of aggression certainly being put on by the round table.
Yeah, I mean, well, something that you can take into concern here is that this sport isn't like such as soccer or football, I believe you Americans called it. It's like not after you take a goal, you don't have a few minutes to kind of comprehend what's happening and look to change things. Jade not changing a thing with that aggressive approach there, taking those few points, but was just going to note how the round table, once you are placed in that situation where the enemy team has taken the lead in the round, you don't have a lot of time to kind of quickly talk with your team and maybe converse in a new strategy or anything along those lines. So perhaps maybe they were going for that kind of approach of trying to communicate a new method or a new play style, but sometimes once you're kind of absorbed in that mentality, then it just allows mistakes to happen that shouldn't really be happening, such as that just advantage miss of that disc there. So now a bunch of Baby
Ooh.
Ducks looking to capitalize, but a brilliant save there coming from Round Table, and their defensive plays have been impeccable.
They have, but now what matters here, I mean, the defense only matters if you can eventually get it going on the offensive end of things, but a big grab there. Tyrant just using Silver as an anchor, apparently riding that pony just a little bit. They're going to try and ride it all the way to the blue zone and score again if they can. Let's see, it will be Flatman trying to get that disc off the bounce, bouncing low, and right back to the possession of Silver. But yeah, great defense from Muted, but again, I think they need to get some, you know, an additional body basically in the orange side so they can get some easier passes and find, you know, more of a rhythm going into the latter portions of this round, as it is approaching that 220 mark and getting more and more in danger of that sweep.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe one of the reasons for why Baby Ducks have been able to utilize a lot more situations in their favor, I feel like their regrabs have been on par, if not slightly faster than the team of the round table in a lot of situations that we've seen here, especially in that defensive regrab situation we saw earlier where the round table attempted to convert that clear into a few points there, but Baby Ducks were there first and now looking to find a few more.
Wow.
Great passing there in the bubble, and Tyrant placing it in. An 8-point lead now coming to Baby Ducks, who have found the first round, looking to find the second.
Yeah, that was indeed a gem from Jade on that pass. You gotta love it. The cross, good timing on that, and what can you say? That was just executed the way that they have. Well, we already saw it in round 1. We're seeing it more here now in round 2, and this is, as a result, getting them this opportunity to perhaps win, really pulling away, especially with those double stuns, just shielding both of those players on the defense. Jade Michael gets it on the kneecaps, and they are up by 10.
Old Jade Michael Jackson, those dance moves were insane, just evading all of the members of the round table and just finding those few points there, just nailing those few points, taking a strong lead within this second round here. Now a minute left on the clock, and although it does seem hopeless, the round table definitely in a position to find a few more points to add to that scoreboard there at the end. However, an unfortunate clear there might work against them here, as the Flatman now looking to send a few more, but the save, the ding off the left of the post, they do find the rebound. However, Tyrant now does have the disc, does have players inside the bubble converging all around the goalie there. They are respecting Muted Winters because he has found quite a few saves here, but the Crystal Sun just in the end finding those points and taking that pass from inside the bubble, placing it from behind the goals there. 26 seconds left on the clock and a 12-point lead coming here to a bunch of Baby Ducks.
Hey, you said it. They've definitely worried about that goalie just a bit. We've seen a couple dings in this round, and really just following some of these saves from Muted. That's what happens when you have a great defender inside the goal. You get a disc saved a couple times if you're on offense. The next time you're trying to drive in, you're really thinking about it a lot more, trying and placing it in the corners and such. So with that, some nice plays, but could not turn it into the offense, unfortunately, for the round table. And with that, the dozen points victory in round 2 from the bunch of Baby Ducks.
Yeah, I mean, something's even pointing out here. I mean, Muted Winters found so many saves here, and what you mentioned earlier, just being able to transition and respond with that clear and follow up with a few points of your own. That's what really counts in the end, finding and monopolizing off that clear and just being able to find those plays. But Baby Ducks just doing very well in a lot of circumstances to regrab and find themselves back inside their bubble to find those saves. I mean, this a lot of saves coming here from the Crystal Sun. I mean, it didn't look clear and apparent in the game, but a lot of the times when a bunch of Baby Ducks did find those regrabs back into their defensive region, that was actually game saving. I mean, those points that could have been scored there from the round table just saved so many times there from the regrabs coming here from a bunch of Baby Ducks. So yeah, huge props to Baby Ducks there in that game, in terms of just finding those great regrabs and being able to defend those goals there. 6 saves coming to the Crystal Sun, and to Jade, 1 to Flatman. So yeah, just emphasizing that matter of being able to follow up on that clear disc is definitely it's definitely a huge concern for any team playing in Echo Arena. So yeah, just wanted to point that out, and also wanted to point out huge GG's coming in the chat here from Tyler. Thanks for everyone in the chat for stopping by as well. GG's from J Train, Wonder Team Man, Redeeming Hydrate.
Sort of.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Sort of. Also not really.
Sort of.
Careful, you're going to end up in Twitch jail. No bail.
It's not good. They don't give you hydrates there. It's not really good.
Exactly.
Don't recommend it.
No, they make you drink water, and that's the worst punishment of all, if you're me, anyways.
Oh, no. Not water.
Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. At least not a drop that I want to drink. In any case, Dr. Pepper for me all night. So with that though, thank you guys indeed for watching. As Pam Wow said, congrats to a bunch of baby ducks for this 2-round victory, and to Team Go in the previous stream here just about half an hour or so ago for their victory as well. But entertaining, very close, especially in that first round here. But a bunch of baby ducks, just as he said, they got it going, and their passes and their boosts really paved the way for a lot of nice highlight plays, and it shows, well, right there. I mean, between 3 out of their 4 players scoring, everyone at least getting an assist, and I mean, full cohesive effort for sure. But yeah, for the round table, you can definitely see the pieces there. I think needing to plug in a few more pieces into that puzzle together in terms of how they handle kind of their offensive dynamics, basically. But I always say defense is a lot of the times, for most people, one of the more difficult things to really pick up compared to offense, because offense is pretty obvious. It's very cause and effect, and you can really point out at a lot of very individual things, when it comes to offensive plays. For defense, there's a lot more, nuances and subtleties to it, and it requires a lot more of team cohesion in that regard. So, any teams who can figure out defense and play some decent defense are already setting themselves up for success, because that's one of the harder parts taken care of from the beginning. So, round table, still look forward to seeing them again here soon, and watching that improvement across the season, no doubt. Here, still a nice record on the whole. They're going to go to 4-3 after this. I mean, that is more than respectable for sure. So, with that, thanks again, guys. I've been Paladore. That's been PamWow. And until next time, which is to say over on Channel 1, you'll have Protostar versus Echoholics in about 23 minutes from now. And maybe possibly Wonder, I know he's in the chat, doing paper tint, maybe possibly. I didn't see any casters signed up, but I do see Wonder on the cam, so that might be a thing. Heck, I might even be there. Whatever the case is, though, you have matches in 23 minutes from now on Channels 1, maybe 2. But yeah, until then, I've been Paladore, that's been PamWow, this has been VRML. You guys be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other as always, and we'll see you pretty soon.
See you later, mates.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.